morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, guys, it happened. It happened. We are going to have ourselves this year. We were already kind of thinking that. However, there was a small sliver of hope in the high school football standings. Well, last night, a little team by the name of Rancho Santa Margarita ended almost definitely the chances of the team who started out as number one, the defending champs. And well, their extreme rival, I don't know what you want to call it, but their arch nemesis, whatever you want to call it, St. John Bosco is in prime position now to win this thing if they just don't mess up. It's going to be fun down the stretch of high school football, especially in these last 3 games-ish, and of course getting into those playoffs coming up next month. But plenty more to come in the high school game. We're talking 3C2A, Riverside last night, well, 2 nights ago. Thursday night football, I guess 3C2A is trying something new. They got back on track with a win over Chaffee. And, well, just saying, this team looked like they needed a little something, right? Regardless, some good games coming your way. Golden West still staying strong. They survived a homecoming scare in Pasadena. Oh, my gosh. Fun stuff there in the 3C2A. The NJCAA is absolutely mad. I gotta say that. I'm sorry. I have to throw out the British there. We're gonna have some fun, man. Snow in Iowa Western today. This game has so much riding on it because if Snow wins this thing, I'm just saying they deserve to be way up there. And well, who's gonna stop Hutchinson? Well, I guess we'll find out. I don't know. But as of right now, in the Division 3, NCAA Division 3, North Central's cruising. And honestly, I think they're just going to be cruising all the way to the championship. Just like Ferris State in NCAA Division 2. The same exact way, I'm pretty sure, good old Grandview will be doing the same thing in the NAIA. But in the FCS, what is the deal? Again, are we going to have the same national championship we've seen with North Dakota State and South Dakota State? And oh yeah, the FBS this week we got a little bit of fun we're gonna get into because, well, let's just say maybe the playoffs should be bigger. Just kidding, I don't know. But we're gonna have ourselves some fun. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome, everybody. Happy to have you here. Thank you so very much for jumping on in here, showing love, and just being a part of this here. This is a very, very fun show today because, my gosh, the mighty have fallen. So many things have happened over the last couple of days, and I got new internet. Yeah, so I'm hoping that this internet's pretty good and that it's, solid enough to carry the show. We'll find out. But other than that, we got so much to get into today, and well, in so little time, that's why I got to introduce my dude now, get him on here, and then go full speed ahead, Captain. With that said, welcoming the host of Set Point here on IE Sports Radio, and of course, he is the co-host of this show, 3 and Out, and our SoCal Sports Insider, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Teran Rodriguez. Good day to you, sir. How are you today, man?
Doing good, Larry. Thank you for having me on. I'm excited to talk some high school, NFL, college football, you name it.
Well, the NFL is on its own thing right now. It's just, the NFL is fun. The NFL is very fun right now. I mean, my gosh, how about that, man? I mean, again, Thursday night football was fun enough. I mean, my goodness. However, Monday night, Sunday night, I mean, we had ourselves some fun stuff in the last couple of days. I mean, actually, Tara, might as well, to draw in everybody, might as well start off there, in the NFL. Week number 6 is here, but I will say we can talk a little bit about the, last couple of games that were, around on Sunday night and where we left off Sunday night and Monday night football from week 5. Can you believe we're already 5 weeks in, Taryn?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, right? But I mean, come on, man. Look what just happened. My gosh, the ending of week 5. Patriots pull it off. I mean, Teran, if there wasn't a better stage set for Santa Margarita knocking off Mater Dei, right? I mean, the Patriots knocking off the Bills. And 10 years ago, this would have been a game where we would have been like, yeah, the Patriots, we get it. They're dominant. They're destroying everybody, and they're destroying the Bills too, even though this wasn't a destroy. But what I'm saying, but how the tides change, things happen. Patriots knocking off the Bills, man, on Sunday Night Football. And then I think even the crazier game Monday night, man, on his 26th birthday, Mr. Trevor Lawrence and his Jaguars down with the Chiefs. And it's right now it's a hot topic that the Chiefs are just, the Chiefs are starting to really come back down. Or Teran, we talked about this already. So I mean, is it that time? Is the plug being pulled now? Is it, was there rain fun and now we're moving on? But and then of course Thursday Night Football coming over my last couple of days. Well, what was it, 2 days ago? The Giants freaking knocking off the Eagles. Teran, we had 3 upsets in the last 3 primetime games, man. The Patriots over the Bills. We had the good old, again, back to Monday Night Football, man. The Jaguars over the Chiefs, and then the Giants and Scattaboo and Jackson Darts Giants over those Eagles, the Super Bowl champion Eagles. Teran, what the hell is going on?
Man, it seems like upsets have been contagious in the sport of football as of late. And it all started with the Patriots taking down the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And then following that was the Jaguars taking down the Chiefs, who they had to rally back from a 14-point deficit. And I think it was their first win over the Chiefs in over 11 years, which was crazy. And then the Giants just beating the Eagles. Something is wrong with the Giants, and something needs to be figured out when it comes to those guys, because it just looks like the Eagles, ever since they suffered that loss to Denver, they just haven't been the same. So it's been crazy, to say the least, when it comes to NFL standards. But I think we're in for another great week. And man, last week, week 5, gave us a lot of upsets, and that really set the stage with those primetime games.
Oh, that was fun, man. I mean, again, and then it just bled on in. So again, we already covered the entire NFL last week, obviously on our Sunday show. So Teran, obviously, back where we left off. I mean, just really quick too, talking about those games. I mean, those NFL games from last week. I mean, it's true. It's crazy to think, right? I mean, first things first. Let's just kind of dial in on a few of these games here, man. Because I mean, oh my gosh, the Patriots, have they found a groove, man? You know what I mean? Like, have they really found, because they look pretty solid versus the Bills. The Bills didn't really have an off night either. The Bills played Bills football. It just didn't work out, So I don't know. I mean, to me, that was huge. But, okay, so I'm not gonna beat around too much with these, but overall, amazing job there by these teams. I mean, realistically, I don't know. I don't know how real a chance of a Jaguars or a Giants, um, or even a Patriots deep playoff run is. Okay, but I do know that in late week 5 and early week,
I think you're muted.
and there we go again. Wonderful. All right,
You're good now.
Oh, gosh damn internet. I'm telling you, man, it's always one thing as another. Always one thing, seriously. But anyway, alrighty. So, yeah, man. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't see any of these teams making a deep playoff run, honestly. But damn, dude. They made it happen later on in this week, didn't they? Or later on in last week, early this week. These three teams made it happen.
Yeah, the Giants was basically a second half shutout, while the Jaguars, look, I think they're actually starting to live up to their expectations. I think Trevor Lawrence was actually feeling the pressure going into this year, thinking he might not be the guy, and he had to step up and whatnot. The Patriots are an anomaly. I think they can be a fringe wild card, but the AFC is like really stacked all over the place, and there are a lot of good teams. So one bad week from a team could lead to them missing out on the playoffs. So we'll have to wait and see when it comes to some of these teams. I don't see the Giants making the playoffs. I mean, realistically, I think the best team of those three were the Jaguars, especially coming back down from a 14-point deficit against Kansas City. And I can go as far as to say that this might be the Jags' best win since they came back from 27-0 against the Chargers in the wild card round.
Very true. Yes. This was wild, man. Freaking Andy Borregas, man. This guy got it done. Borregales, I'm sorry. 52-yard field goal to win this thing. I mean, it was solid though, man. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson, I know some of them are like fumbleitis, but hey, he still got 2 key touchdowns on the night. And Josh Allen, man, I mean, despite 253 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns, it was a failed effort, unfortunately, man. The Patriots 3-2 on the season. 3-2 on the season. And the Bills now get their first loss. I mean, that's it. Undefeateds are over, dude. I mean,
yeah, the team that could, the 72 Dolphins can pop the champagne.
Hey, they hang their hat on that every year, don't they, Teran?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's true. I think you're right. French team. I think this Patriots squad, man. There's a lot of promise there. But again, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my gosh, Patriots are with the Super Bowl now. I mean, that's a little crazy, but honestly, I do believe that this team is, they found a good win. Okay. I'm not getting crazy yet. I'm really not doing that, but they found themselves a nice little victory and now they got to build. That's really what it is. So solid stuff there. Again, not getting too crazy for everybody out there, trying to say Super Bowl champions are coming. The AFC now goes through Foxborough, but I will say again, great stuff there, great wins, and just overall awesome turnout for the Patriots. And then on to the Jaguars, man. These guys delivered one of the wildest wins of the season, taking down the Kansas City Chiefs 38-28 on Monday Night Football in Jacksonville. Again, 26th birthday. Trevor Lawrence, man, was the hero. Throwing a touchdown, he rushed for 2 more, including the game winner with just 23 seconds left. Teran, he fell down. He got stepped on by his right guard, fell down, was on the turf, for what, a second and a half maybe, got himself up, looked around real quick, and took off. He didn't even look around. He took off, man, into the end zone. He goes. I mean, as fate would have it, right? And you know what? Happy birthday, Trevor Lawrence. This dude deserves it. This was freaking awesome, man. Dude got down. He did his thing. That whole game was awesome, but that was just the moment. That was his moment, man. And you know what? Congratulations to these guys. Crazy to see it, man. The freaking Jaguars now. This is huge, man. Devin Lloyd also. This dude jumped a Mahomes freaking pass in the end zone, basically. 99-yard pick 6, flipping the game's momentum in the third quarter. That was amazing. And despite Patrick Mahomes' 318-yard, 2-touchdown game, 1 passing, 1 rushing. And Kareem Hunt also had 2 late scores, I believe, somewhere right around there. But regardless, the Jaguars balanced it out, man. They executed and they freaking got it done. So they're 4-1. Wow, Teran, 4-1 on the season, man. The Jaguars are now 4-1 on the season, which is amazing. They're keeping pace at the top of the AFC South, and the Chiefs now dropped to 2-3. This is their worst start since 2021.
Well, I think someone that we need to mention that is actually maybe played his best game of the season is Travis Hunter, because everyone was all eyes on Travis Hunter, and Jacksonville traded up to get him, even sacrificed one of their later picks, I think in the future picks in the following rounds or in the near future. But Travis Hunter had not really had the game that we all expected on both sides of the ball, but I think he played maybe his best big boy football in that game against Kansas City, which I thought was pretty impressive. So how does he continue this? And he was limping a little, but that just goes to show that playing both sides of the ball in the NFL is much different than playing both sides of the ball in the NCAA or college. So I think Travis Hunter really impressed me. I think he can build off this, and we'll have to see what the Jaguars can do, because they've got a short week and they've got another tough challenge against Seattle, and even though Seattle's kind of banged up as well, that's still a short week for Jacksonville. It's the dreaded short week, and you never know what could happen.
No, you're totally right, man. So again, here we go. Great, great, great football. Great upsets. Sometimes you just, you gotta just. Sometimes, Aaron, everyone's got to stop being so critical and just sit back and say, you know what, that was a good win. I mean, right, Taryn? Right? I mean,
Right.
you got to respect it, man. And there's going to be haters out there talking their crap. And oh my gosh, some people, man, people annoy the living hell out of me sometimes. But whatever, people are people. Regardless, chalk it up to a good win for these guys, man. The Jags, they look good. And the Chiefs, look, I mean, I don't know if people want to hit the upset alert and all that and freak out. Cool. They're still pretty good. But at the same exact time, don't get too comfortable with the last couple of years because, as Babe Ruth, the great Babe Ruth said, yesterday's home runs don't win today's games.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm just saying. So, however you want to dice it up, Chiefs fans, that's on you. But again, the season's still kind of early. They're still the Chiefs. There's still time that you can still win, regardless. It needs to kind of happen now because this is something we haven't seen from the Chiefs in a while, so we'll see. And then, of course, Aaron, we had like I said, we just talked about it a couple of minutes ago. The upset in the Meadowlands. Oh my gosh, man! The New York Giants shocking the division-leading Philadelphia Eagles, dominating the second half. 34-17 win, man, under the lights of MetLife Stadium. Rookie quarterback Jackson Dart, man, he showcased poise beyond his years, did he? I mean, 195 yards, a touchdown, while adding a 20-yard rushing score in there. I mean, the real story though was good old Scattaboo, man, Cam Scattaboo, who bulldozed the Eagles for 90. He was 2 freaking yards short of the century mark, man. 98 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns, including the backbreaker in the fourth quarter to just get it done. It was awesome, man. Philadelphia started hot behind Jalen Hurts. He had 283 yards, actually, with 1 touchdown. He threw a pick, but turnovers and the third down struggles really doomed these guys as the Giants outscored Philly 21-0 at halftime. I mean, it was after halftime. It was crazy, I was not expecting this. But New York improves now to 2-4, showing signs of life, while the Eagles fall to 4-2, suddenly vulnerable in the NFC East race, which is crazy. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Eagles, this just goes to show that they don't play a good half in a full game. They don't play a full complete game, which makes me wonder how they won their first 4 games to begin with. But they got shut out in the second half. The Giants, even though there was a little concern with Jackson Dart, they still managed to hold steady. I think what people kind of understand is, what people don't understand is that the Giants actually have a pretty darn good defense with the likes of Abdul Carter and Dexter Lawrence and whatnot. So I think for the Giants, they're starting to come into their own a little, but also at the same time, it's that I think that the Eagles just can't play a full game to save their lives. And they got to get Jalen Hurts to hand the ball off a little more. I mean, Saquon Barkley only having 58 rushing yards just cannot happen. So I think for the Eagles, they've got a massive problem, and they have to solve it right away, because if they don't, then heaven knows what could happen with their top spot in the NFC East. And thankfully, they have a little bit of time left before they face the Vikings, and they actually host the Giants after they take on the Vikings. So hopefully, for their sake, they can figure out what needs to be figured out, because after that Giants game, it starts to get a little challenging for them. Just a little, though.
No, it does. Totally, Darren. So we'll get back to the NFL tomorrow, man. But dude,
Yeah.
for our next show. But we gotta, Darren, it was in the air. The upsets were in the air. Again, we saw some NFL upsets, definitely some college ones last week, and at all levels. But dude, are you ready? Here it comes. Last night, number 16, Santa Margarita. Carson Palmer's number 16, Santa Margarita. knocks off the number 6 Mater Dei Monarchs. Earlier this year, Mater Dei will drop one to Corona Centennial in a very heated game. Tale of two halves. Mater Dei was dominated, absolutely dominated. We have never seen, I don't think I've ever seen Mater Dei look like this. Corona Centennial took it to him. And second half, Mater Dei remembered who they were. They came back and tied that thing, or came real close to it. And then at the end, though, unfortunately, that effort fell just short as Corona Centennial reached deep down and pulled out a victory, knocking off stunning number 1. And well, that's the last time Mater Dei would see number 1. However, they did have a chance to regain that number 1 because, well, I truly, in my heart of hearts, believe that if Mater Dei were to knock off St. John Bosco on Halloween night, that I think they would have regained number 1. And I'm sorry for St. Francis Academy people out there. My apologies. But I truly do believe that, I don't know, it's Mater Dei, man. I mean, it really, it's these two. And again, that's no diss. And I'm honestly, let's be real, St. Francis probably would have been number 1 at that point in time. And until the end of the year. And then they'll weigh out who's played who. But just looking at who they play, I mean, I don't know. I feel that Mater Dei would have leapfrogged Bosco for number 1 if they would have won. However, if Bosco would have won that game, then they'd be the true number 1. I mean, and as they've been since they took over when Mater Dei fell, and as they would continue to be. Now, at this point, up to yesterday, Mater Dei had every chance. Teran, after last night's game, the chances have gone to hopeful, or from hopeful to completely gone. And that's just, again, my humble opinion, but man, Carson Palmer's Eagles pulled off their second top 10 upset of the year, having already beaten number 5 Centennial earlier in the season, which is crazy because Centennial obviously beat Mater Dei. And USC commits Trent Mosley's fourth quarter Wildcat touchdown run sealed it, ending a 11-game losing streak to the Monarchs from ranked Santa Margarita, man. This could vault Santa Margarita well inside the top 10 in the next rankings. And unfortunately for Mater Dei, they're going to take themselves a little free fall. Who knows where they're going to end up in the top 25? Sucks because I really like them. But, well, we'll talk about St. John Bosco in a little bit. But regardless, Teran, dude, it happened, man. Down goes Mater Dei and up goes Santa Margarita.
So a lot of history has been made with this loss for Mater Dei. So Mater Dei, this is actually their first loss to an Orange County team since 2015, which was also the last time they lost 2 or more regular season games. And it'll also be the first time they lost more than 2 games in a season. But this was Santa Margarita's first win over Mater Dei in 11 years, which I think is incredible. And I think it's time we have a talk about Santa Margarita's defense. Obviously, their offense has some flashy names, but Steve Fafita always draws up a great game plan when it comes to Santa Margarita's defense, and that's the kind of the kicker right there. I think Santa Margarita has been doing great defensively. You saw what they did against the likes of Servite the previous week. You saw what they did against Bishop Gorman, holding them to only 1 offensive touchdown. The other touchdown came via a pick 6. So I think for Santa Margarita, they're starting to come into their own. Their defense is really clicking on all cylinders. And Carson Palmer is really starting to make his team believe. I mean, Santa Margarita has been long yearning for a consistent coach, and they found it with Carson Palmer, an alum of Santa Margarita. So I think for Santa Margarita, they're just doing great guns as of right now. Now the big question is, can they keep it up? Can they not get too ahead of themselves? Do they take down the likes of Bosco and Olu and Jay Sarah and whatnot? So Santa Margarita is doing absolutely amazing. And I know there was no Chris Henry for Mater Dei, but still, they have a lot of other talent that could step up as well. So I think for Santa Margarita, this is absolutely a massive win. This could be the win to just launch a team further and further up and make them a true contender.
Agreed, Teran. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. That's why you followed me on that one, because this defense is true. These guys are lights out, man. Santa Margarita made it happen. They look good. They're strong. This team has something, man. They're special. Now, where do they go? I mean, they got the rest of Trinity League. This is big, man. This is big. Do you see the changing of the tide here? Do you believe that Santa Margarita, especially with Carson Palmer there now, do you believe that in 5 years, Teran, when you and I are, shoot, I'll be, oh my gosh, I didn't want to say that. I'll be over 40. Oh no. But yeah, Teran, I mean, in 5 years, when you and I are, who knows where we are in life, but we're doing our show here, are we talking about Santa Margarita being that modern day now, and modern day kind of being like a somewhat power of the Trinity League, still strong, but not as strong as they used to be, and Santa Margarita being that team? Or are you saying, wait, pull back real quick, Larry B? Hold on, man. No. Modern day is still modern day. They're still going to be modern day. They're not ever going to not be modern day. They're still, this is just a rough year for them. And Santa Margarita can join the party, and they'll still be pretty good, and they could be powerful. But again, they really, maybe they'll split power, but modern day will always be modern day. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, something I think we all need to realize is that Modern Day has not played a good, complete game. It's like, even in their wins, Modern Day just seems to be plagued by mistakes and penalties and whatnot. They just don't seem to have a firm identity on themselves. Even in the Bishop Gorman win, they just don't have a clear-cut identity. So I think Modern Day really has to figure it out quickly and ASAP, because first and foremost, that Centennial loss should have been their wake-up call after turning the ball over 7 times. And now this loss better be the turning point for their sake, just because now it doesn't look like the national championship is on the table. I mean, that's a little too early to tell, but at this point, you have other teams like St. Francis, Grayson, IMG, Centennial, that's still vying for the national championship. And obviously Bosco. So for Modern Day, they need a quick wake-up call. They have to realize that they are no longer the juggernaut from a few years ago. So I know Raul Laric will keep his team together. He has that calming presence, but I just think now that they've had a little bit of adversity with one another, I think they just got to get it together, just refocus and just say, you know what? We're not as good as we were last year with Dash Byerly and all those guys. But now that's a good thing because we don't have the pressure. So they just got to refocus on themselves and just they just got to find out what made them the modern day team that helped them get some wins, like against Olu. I think Olu might be their best win of the season, but that's not saying too much.
Unfortunately, and it sucks because we love Olu. Like, we always talk about these guys fighting everybody. They'll play anybody that lines up in front of them. But it's true. You're right. I mean, they're good, but it's unfortunate because they're still kind of a little brother in the Trinity League, and that's just where we are. But regardless, Teran, it's crazy, man. The mighty have fallen, and there you have it, man. So, Rex Santa Margarita, these guys are moving up. They're the Jeffersons right now, man. They are moving on up, and you know what? Okay, we're seeing something we haven't seen in a while here in high school football. So this is exciting. The Huskies, oh my gosh, I'm excited to see what Centennial. The playoffs are going to be so crazy in the freaking CIF Open. I mean, this is going to be chaos, But and I know this is just bias, and I'm sorry, this isn't professional of me or whatever. But of course, as a SoCal guy myself, God, I want to see that title stay in SoCal. So of course, I'm cheering. I'm all in for Bosco right now. I just want to see somebody, Bosco's the only team that actually has a real chance of winning the national championship at the moment from SoCal. I don't know. At least I think so. Teran, do you agree with that or no?
I think so. However, I think we all got to keep an eye on Sierra Canyon. Sierra Canyon, look, the Mission League isn't as brutal and physical as the Trinity League. No offense to those teams. But I think Sierra Canyon, with how they're playing defense, can really take it to teams. And I say that, and I know everyone's going to say, well, they gave up 14 points to Shaman. Well, one of those touchdowns was a pick six. So, in my honest opinion, Sierra Canyon's defense is going to have to win it for them when it comes to playoff time. I know Sierra Canyon still has Notre Dame of Sherman Oaks and Bishop Amat left, but I think their true test is going to come against Loyola. That's going to be a good team.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Loyola did beat Sarah of Gardena. I think it was this week or last week. I think it was it had to have been this week, but either way, I think Sierra Canyon might also be a contender this year. And I talked to one of my friends. He said he'd love to see a St. John Bosco Sierra Canyon final. And I think it would definitely be shown. I think we could have the old guard versus a new guard in terms of the CIF Southern section. But if Bosco and Sierra Canyon are on the same side, then heaven knows what'll happen and whatnot. Also, can't discount Mission Viejo as well. I think with them having Vance Spafford back, I think that Mission Viejo can actually do damage, and that's Luke Fahey's number one target. So we'll have to see what Mission Viejo can do in these next 3 weeks in Alpha League play.
You know what? That is very, yes. Good. So again, that's why we got Teran here, man. Thank you, sir. Great stuff. And there you have it, man. So let's go ahead and just kind of push through high school football really quick, at least the end of it here. We can just give some quick thoughts and opinions before we push on over to junior college. But yeah, man. So St. John Bosco, obviously, they just destroyed Orange Lutheran yesterday or this week. They keep rolling, man. Koamulaalu Ulu. Oh my gosh, I want to butcher
it's all good.
But I mean, dude threw 3 touchdowns. I'll tell you right now, everybody needs to learn this name because he's coming, man. 3 touchdowns. They look good. Bosco knocks its 3rd shutout, man, of this season. They look good. St. Francis Academy, they just dominate Thomas More like it's no problem. St. Thomas More. So another dominating game there in Baltimore. Panthers are now 6-1. We have Corona Centennial doing it, man. Remember last week, we talked all about Matt Logan's 300th win. Teran, the only thing better than the 300th win is a 301st win. Hey, because why not, right? Matt Logan's Centennial Football Factory Huskies just get it done, man. They beat the living crap out of Vista Marietta. Dude, Vista Marietta has some rough goes this year, by the way. This has just been a very rough season for these guys. I wouldn't say rough, but it's not a good season, I'll tell you. It's been a rough go.
They've had better days.
They have, and 63-14, man, just got it done. And these guys just remain. They remain Trinity League ready, man. They're ready to fight anybody in that league. This team is ready to roll. Buford out of Georgia defeated Decula 58-7. Again, Dayton Raiola, man, exploded for 5 touchdowns. Remember the last name because Teran already put it out there last week. He is the younger brother of a now star in college. Well, this guy, little brother, is showing he can do it too. So the Wolves are now 7-0 on the season. Edna Carr defeating Brother Martin 48-13. Josh Johnson got 5 touchdowns on this one. Cougars extend their win streak up to 20 now. Number 12, DeMatha defeated Good Counsel 7-0. Was a very, very good game there defensively. Slugfest. Penn State commit LeVar Keys scores the lone touchdown. Hey, all right. Heading over to Happy Valley soon. Number 13, South Lake Carroll defeating VR Eaton 6-0. Yeah, Carroll is now 6-0 after another blowout win. Carrollton, speaking of the Carrolls, number 14, Carrollton defeating Chapel Hill 56-7. Freshman quarterback CJ Cipher threw for 3 touchdowns. Trojans stay perfect because some Trojans have to be good, Teran. Unlike the sweatshirt you're wearing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't get killed today. Please. I'm embarrassed of the Trojans right now. Anyway, number 15, Grimsley defeated Ragsdale 43-8. The Whirlies, the Grimsley Whirlies, they roll to 6-0. And then obviously number 8, Sierra Canyon defeating Chaminade. Not Chaminade Madonna, Chaminade. Good old, what was his name again, Teran? The guy, the one dude who was on the challenge for a while. Played for USC.
Petros Papadakis.
That guy's like Chaminade. The way he used to say it was so funny.
Chaminade of West Hills.
Dude, that was when he would do Gar high school. When he got high school too, Gar.
Yeah, I remember he said Gar.
God was awesome, dude. I'm sorry, Petros was awesome, man. Dude, that guy was great. Anyway, number 8, Sierra Canyon is destroying Chaminade, 45-14. My gosh, that poor little school in the West Hills. I'm saying, Chaminade's a very powerful school here in SoCal. They're just against Sierra Canyon. They're not. Unfortunately, Trailblazers moved to 7-0. They are just offense is firing on all cylinders, man. And as you heard Teran, man, if they play their cards right, like he told me last night, they could find themselves in prime position. It should be crazy to see them up there, leapfrogging everybody to win a national title. That'd be their first one ever, Teran. It has to be, right? So then, and then of course, number 7, Bishop Gorman. You know, this is just one of those one of those games we don't even talk about, but destroying Mojave 48-0. Gorman bounces back after a strong after a tough loss from Modern Day. So there you go, Teran. There it is. There's everything all together, and boom, boom, boom. There's probably a few more, but those are like the big ones, and there you have it. So any comments on those ones or any other games?
The DeMatha Good Counsel matchup was a sneaky good one. It was a great defensive battle, and man, it just goes to show that sometimes you just can't play. You have to play your best game instead of no matter what happens. Sometimes you're going to have your defense is going to have to win games instead of your offense and whatnot. So hats off to Good Counsel for holding DeMatha to less than 10 double digits. But DeMatha with that defense, sometimes you just got to play your best football on one side of the ball as opposed to another side of the ball. So other than that, I guess I should mention that Vista Marietta isn't really a bad team. It's just that last year, I guess they probably lost quite a bit to Graduation, because you got to remember that they did advance to the CIF Southern Section Division III semifinals last year, where they eventually lost to the eventual champion Edison, which wound up winning state as well. So I wouldn't say Vista Marietta's bad. I just think they've just gone through tough times in a tough, rough patch.
They have, and you're totally right, Teran. Good games though, man. I'm telling you, there's some bangers, especially down here. And like, oh my gosh, last night, man, there was oh my gosh, there were some good ones. But the one that I want is, just really quick, because again, this is getting a little more local than regional. But dude, last night I took notice that good old Marietta Valley was hosting Chaparral, man. Chap and Marietta Valley is always a good game. And dude, that was a fun one. Came down to the almost wire. It was 35-35 at one point in that game. Offensive explosion. Marietta Valley, though, won that thing 56-42, which is pretty crazy, man. So yeah, so Chap, man. I feel bad for Chap, dude. They've had better days as well. They've had some tough ones. And it's just one of those years. They're 3-4. Especially the sucky part I've realized about these guys. I feel bad for them, man, in their travels. They actually traveled in the very start of the year. They traveled over to San Juan Hills, and they lost 38-33.
Oh yeah,
on August 22nd. And then, Teran, a few weeks later, they travel basically back to almost the same exact place to play San Clemente, and they lost 35-34. Teran, can you imagine making that trip over the Ortegas twice in 3 weeks to just lose by that much each time?
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, didn't they also play Mission Viejo, or am I thinking of someone else?
They did, but this time Mission Viejo came to them.
Okay, got it.
So yeah,
that's just another case of no one wants to play Mission Viejo and whatnot.
Unless you're Macaulay.
Yeah.
But
that'll get fixed next year, though. I guarantee.
Yeah, because I don't think that. Oh no, I will give Macaulay that victory all day long, but still, it's just, come on, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. That, to me, that wasn't kind of on a whim. But regardless, is what it is. Again, no excuses. So no matter what, just up there. And a few things to add, Teran, really kind of cool. Number, we talked about the overseas game, man, a while start of the year. Number 11, St. Thomas Aquinas. They went on over to jolly old England, and they won a wild one in London versus the NFL Academy, 41-38. The Raiders now improved to 6-1 on the season. How about that, man? They got it done in jolly old England.
That's pretty darn good. That's a pretty good win. And for them to go over the pond to play that. That's pretty impressive and great battle by both teams.
Really was, man. So good stuff there. Shaman Madonna defeating Blanche Ellie. They look good, man. Actually, no, they will play. I'm sorry, they will play on Monday night. Looks like, ooh, that'd be fun. I think that we have like a couple more games that are going to be played this weekend, maybe just that one. But overall, man, just solid football around the country, man. Bixby defeating Edmond North. 64-7. They look good in Oklahoma. These guys are now 5-0, man. Go Spartans. Cass Tech out in Detroit. They're 7-0, man. The Technicians roll to 7-0, destroying East English Village Prep 67-0. Also, we have another one here, another fun one. Clay Chalkville defeating Huffman 56-6 to stay perfect. Joshua Woods and Aaron Fry combined for 5 touchdowns. So, yeah, man, just big ups to all these teams around the country who are playing good football, man. I mean, I know it's not the easiest thing to cover all of this at once, but we do our best, and we just want to give the big hats off to these teams, man, for doing what they do. So there you go. Let's see how these guys fare in the coming weeks. But Teran, anything else for high school before we move on to college?
I think we've pretty much covered everything notable.
I will take it. All right. Off to the 3C2A because they actually had football this week.
Yep.
All righty. Well, I just got to say one thing really fast. Riverside didn't lose. Oh, thank God. Because they were scaring me. Don't get me wrong. They still scare me kind of, and I'm still a little upset. But what do you do? Definitely a rougher year for Riverside, but we'll get to them in a few moments. Sorry, I just want to throw that out there because, Anyway, Fullerton, they got it done on Thursday night, man. Number 9, Fullerton defeating number 23, College of the Canyons, 20-10. The Hornets stay hot, winning on the road over Canyons to improve to 5-1 on the year. Next up, we have number 5, Southwestern. They did away with Palomar, 38-24. The Jaguars keep rolling. Southwestern improves to 6-0 behind another strong second half. Let's go, Jaguars, man. These guys are really pushing this year. It's so cool to see them up there. And Palomar, well, the comments have definitely seen better days, but those better days are behind them. Hopefully they get to them soon again, but they used to be extremely good back before I even played college football. So, Palomar was the cream of the crop. Coach Kraft came from there for after 30 years of being there. He's getting, I don't know how long he was there, but anyway, Saddleback doing away with Mount San Antonio. These Bobcats, man, they win MSJC's homecoming game. that was nice of them, right? But big ups to those guys for getting it done, man. The what do you call it? The good old Bobcats, right? Because they're the Bobcats now, right?
Yeah.
I'm forgetting. Gosh, I want to call
Saddleback
them
was known as the Gauchos. Now they're the Bobcats.
I want to call them the freaking Gauchos so bad. I can't help it. But hey, Bobcats are cool. It's a cool mascot. I'm just saying, different.
Yeah.
Anyway, Golden West, man. These guys survive a homecoming scare in Pasadena. They also played a homecoming game, but they stay perfect 6-0. A very, very grueling game for those guys. Teran, we've had some good games, man, on Thursday. El Camino, number 10, El Camino defeating San Diego Mesa. That might really do it for Mesa's any chance at them being a playoff team this year. Elko just did away. The Warriors held San Diego Mesa. They held them off on the road, and they stay firmly in the top 10 race. Again, Riverside, they Tigers took care of business on the road in a much, much needed bounce back win. Bummer that it couldn't be like this all year, but whatever. San Bernardino Valley defeated Glendale. Not that that's even relevant, but regardless, the Wolverines, after not having a football team last year, defend their home turf with a nice little victory over Glendale. Victor Valley, again, another team that's just kind of, These two teams aren't really, Victor Valley and Antelope Valley, not very high on the radar here, but a good finish. Victor Valley exits out Antelope Valley in a 2-point thriller, 39-37. We had Santa Monica defeating LA Pierce. Cool. Fun little game there, 61-0. Just kidding, total blowout. And then another blowout to end off the night yesterday, or 2 nights ago. LA Valley defeating Compton 53-0. So, Terry, any comments on those Thursday games?
Well, I think the reason why we have those Thursday games is because sometimes those the home, I think teams share certain stadiums. Like,
Yeah.
for example, I think Saddleback used to play their games at Mission Viejo when their stadium was renovated and whatnot. So I
Mhm.
think teams have to share stadiums with other teams and whatnot, and other events as well. Like maybe you got to take into consideration track and field events or soccer events. So I think that might be the reason why we're seeing some Thursday night games when it comes to the 3C2A. No, they don't want to be the NFL junior, and whatnot. So, but yeah, it's good to see Riverside back into the win column. El Camino pulled off that amazing road win right there. And then Fullerton is just looking extremely well. And Canyons, I think this might be Canyons' first loss, double digit loss by more than one score, because I think all their losses were by one score and whatnot.
Agreed. Yeah, they were. They've been some close ones, man. But no, I love it. I love it. We got some good 3C2A action going on, and overall, man, it's really cool to see some Thursday football in the 3C2A. We're starting to get a little crazy. But again, back when I played, it was just Saturday. That was it. Now it's.
Oh, I'm sorry. College of the Canes did have another more than one score loss. They lost to Cerritos, but they also took down Pasadena City. So College of the Canyons, they're much better than that 1-5 record indicates.
Yes, Cerritos, Teran. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Dude. I'm sorry. I had to. That was funny. Okay, fine. Maybe it wasn't funny, whatever. But that was great. Look, I had to. Okay, where's my? Damn it, Teran. Where's my? Here it is. There we go. Yes, Cerritos. Okay, screw it. We're gonna get copyrighted, so I better stop. Jingles these days. I'm kidding. Anyway, man. All right, let's go ahead and move it on really quick into some of the games coming up for today. We have San Mateo at 5-0 taking on number 1 San Mateo, by the way, 5-0, taking on the most slickest, slyest, under the radar 5-0 team I think we've ever seen. Teran, Diablo Valley has been turning heads, man. This is the game of the week. 2 unbeatens. Somebody who's been there, someone who's tasted blood, who's torn into teams and won titles, taking on a team who is freshly climbing up that ladder, who doesn't even know much about that top of the rankings life, Diablo Valley. This is a NorCal heavyweight showdown. Teran, we seen Modern Day fall, and they tumbled. We've seen the freaking Chiefs lose. We've seen the Super Bowl champions fall this last Thursday. And oh yeah, can we forget about Sunday night when we saw the mighty Bills falling to their nemesis, the Patriots, who aren't very good, but now they're kind of good. Teran, the upsets are in the air. This is the perfect setting. If there is going to be any upsets this weekend, this has to be the one. But does Diablo Valley pull it off?
No, I think they'll just barely get edged on the road. I think they're good, but I think San Mateo will be slightly better, especially since San Mateo is at home. Yeah, as much as I don't want to see San Mateo, as much as I want to see Diablo Valley pull off the upset, I just think San Mateo should be ready for it, especially since they are the champs. They know that there's a target on their back, and now they gotta do everything in their power to make sure that they don't get sucked into the upset.
No, it's true. And as much as I don't know, I think San Mateo is going to be up there for a while. Riverside's gone, man. As much as I don't want to say it, I look, Kevin Kraft, great dude. Okay. And this Riverside's going to be just fine, but not right now. And I don't see anybody else. Mount Sac, dude, they had their chance. This is Mount Sac's true time right now, right? You know what I mean? Right? This is their time. If they want to emerge as a SoCal team to get it done, this is the time, and they're not. You look at other teams, man. I mean, Golden West might be. I don't know. Golden West is a little scarier right now. And Fullerton, Orange. The power might be shifting in SoCal back over to Orange County. But Teran, again, until we see anybody, San Mateo is just running away with this thing, dude. These guys are just they're Debo right now. Who else wants some? I mean, who else wants some of Debo? You know what I mean? Like, dude, that's what they're doing. This team is not playing with nobody. They're destroying everyone in their path. So Let's see what Diablo Valley can do. I'm with you though, Teran. Gosh, man, I want Diablo Valley to win so bad. And if they do, we will be talking about this tomorrow for sure. But if they don't, you know what? It's okay though, because they're going to get the test of their life. Okay. And who knows? Who knows? They might make the playoffs still and see them again. And Teran, if they lose a close game tomorrow or today and they were to see San Mateo in the playoffs again, I don't know, dude. This time I might pick I might pick freaking Diablo Valley.
Yeah, I'm sure if those two teams met like 5 times, I think it'd probably be like both of them splitting 5, or at least one winning 6 out of the 10 and whatnot. So I think we'll have to see when it comes to this matchup. I think Diablo Valley is definitely up for the challenge, and they'll be an interesting contender come playoff time.
No, I agree. I agree. Out of 5, I would say a 3-2. As much as I would like to see, Diablo Valley win more. But anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and move it on a little bit here. We do have some more to get to really fast. Butte taking on number 2 Butte taking on Santa Rosa. Number 20 Santa Rosa. So after last week's upset loss, number 2 Butte looks to bounce back on the road next, against a tough number 20 Santa Rosa squad. We have number 12 Sequoias taking on number 22 Sacramento City at 3-2. Remember, they were kind of on our radar for a little bit. Big time NorCal clash. I got some good NorCal games this week. Number 12 Sequoias tries to stay hot after toppling Butte, but number 22 Sacramento City wants a statement win at home. Number 6 Monterey Peninsula. They are the second creepiest team here. Okay, they've been creeping. They're 5-0. I'm almost positive they're going to go 6-0 today, taking on Reedley at 2-3. And the Lobos, they're red hot. They look to extend their perfect win streak here, and these guys look good, man. So I'm excited to see these guys in action. Who knows where they will be when the playoffs come? Number 17 Pasadena. They got let's see who didn't they play last night?
Yeah, they played Golden West on Thursday. Pasadena City, right?
Pasadena City, yes. So yeah, we got those guys. So I mean, yeah, man. I mean, this is crazy. We see some good stuff here. We got Mount Sac. They're taking on Santa Ana. Whatever. Some of these games are kind of blah. Ventura, number 3, Ventura taking on Allen Hancock. Duh. Number 13, Citrus taking on Long Beach. Number 9, Fullerton and Orange Coast. I'm sorry, Teran.
Wasn't that the 2 weeks ago? Because
was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, because Orange Coast plays East LA today.
They got East LA. Okay, I'm sorry. Yep,
that might be their best chance at pulling off a win. If they don't, then I don't know where the first win's going to come against.
Do they get it done?
They have to. I say yes.
He says there's no other way.
I mean, they have College of the Canyons as well, but I just see OCC beating East LA.
No, man.
It's either that or they don't win at all, because Bakersfield's going to be too much for them. Golden West will certainly be too much for them. Pasadena City could also be too much for them. And Canyons, even though they only have 1 win, I just see Canyons just overwhelming them because they've played a challenging schedule.
They do, yes. So there you have it, Aaron. I mean, Fresno City and Modesto could be really fun as well. But overall, man, I think the big ones there, obviously Diablo Valley and San Mateo, huge there. And we talked about already Butte and Santa Rosa being huge too. But yeah, no. So sorry about that, man. I started going too far down in my notes there, and I'm
all good.
Back into a couple weeks ago. But yeah, man. So there you have it. There's the big one again, San Mateo, Diablo Valley, and the sneaky good one. Well, it's not really even sneaky. It's just Monterey Peninsula, man. These guys looking good. But regardless, we'll see what happens today, though. But yeah, San Mateo has my pick, even though I'd like it to be, I'd like it to go the other way. San Mateo should probably win this thing, and there you have it. So, all right, Sam, anything to add for 3C2A before we move on?
I don't think so. No, I think we've pretty much covered all of our bases.
All righty. Well, switching it up on over into the NJCAA. Boom. There we go. NJCAA action here, Teran. We got last night, we saw a game, which is pretty crazy. Good old Lackawanna. They won an overtime Actually, they lost an overtime thriller here to Army Prep US Maps. And if I'm not mistaken, Teran, I don't know if these guys are affiliate. I don't even know if they're on West Point. They could be. I don't know where these guys are. But wow, the Falcons fell in a defensive slugfest at West Point. It was at West Point. So this is like what, their junior college team, I guess, before they go to the Black Knights. I have no idea. Um, yeah, despite a strong showing, number 13 Lackawanna couldn't overcome Army Prep's late push in overtime. Both defenses dominated the night, and turnovers proved costly for the Falcons. So this one hurts for Lackawanna, who dropped to 4-3 now in the season, likely sliding them out of the top 15 in next week's rankings. Army Prep, though, gets a big win in their showcase schedule, man. So they look pretty solid. Just really, really rough go for those guys, though, man.
Yeah, I did not see this one coming. I thought maybe it's because Lackawanna was on a short week because
Yeah.
they played their previous game was on a Saturday, and then this week they were on a Friday. So again, short weeks can really trip up a team no matter what level it's on, whether it's at the high school level, the pro level, or the college level. So I think maybe we can give Lackawanna a pass, but I don't think anyone saw them losing to Army Prep. It just goes to show that these opponents on the road just feel like it's just a little too foreign for some other teams like Lackawanna.
No, totally agree, dude. Totally agree. And then today, of course, we got some fun stuff going on here. This has got to be the top game, just like San Mateo and Diablo Valley in the 3C2A, man. This game right here is the game, like the game. Number 2, Iowa Western, who is still number 2, heads to number 13, Snow in Utah. Under the lights, the Reavers can't afford a slip if they want to keep pace with number 1 Hutchinson. This game is going to be really good because Snow's found themselves a little groove right now. They're home. It's not like it's extremely far across the country, but it's a nice little trip. And well, I will say this is a close one, man. So Reavers and Badgers tonight in the NJCAA. This is I love this game because we're gonna see a true test here for the Reavers. Again, they're tested every year. This is a team who's consistently battle tested, and again, this is just another test for them. But my gosh, man, if this was ever a win for Snow, if this was ever a win for Snow to get, this is it, because this would surely knock out Iowa Western. Like, it has to. This would put them out of the top 5. And Snow, I mean, I could make the argument that they can jump all the way up into the top 5 or close to it. Snow would find themselves back where they were last year, like number 4-ish around there, or in the last couple of years. So I don't know, Teran, what do you think? What do you think about this game?
Look, Snow is good. Let's keep it a buck. But Iowa Western, they know they're on a mission. If they lose this one, then heaven knows what happens to their chances of winning the national title. I mean, I think Iowa Western is doing a good job of not looking ahead, not looking for that rematch with Hutchinson. I think they'll get it done, even though they're going to be on the road. I think they'll get the job done against Snow. It'll be a grinded out game, but I think Iowa Western pulls it off fairly convincingly.
Yeah, as much as I want to build that one up, I can see it being a good game. I can see Snow really fighting in this one and really making this a one hell of a game. But yeah, I fail to see the Reavers not coming out of this thing with a win. It's hard because this year, again, I mean, they fell to Hutch. But they're still the top damn team, one of the top teams in the country. I get it. They're not Hutchinson, which, by the way, Hutchinson will be taking on Dog City for a Jayhawk showdown there. And I mean, I'm almost positive the Hutchinson will win this game. But they have to keep pace, man, because if not, I mean, there's teams that are right freaking there. Number 3, Tyler, they're playing Blinn tonight on homecoming. The Apaches look to stay perfect while keeping their eyes on the national title race. Right now, Tyler, they are the biggest Snow fans. Like they are like fall. I mean, they are right on the rear end of Iowa Western, man. So I mean, Tyler has given us every reason to believe that they, if given circumstance, right, if given the opportunity, that they can totally run with this thing, and they can actually, I think, my gosh, if they were playing Hutchinson in the title, that's a tough game for me to pick. But Tyler's right there, dude. They're right there, and they are not backing off. So Iowa Western, they could fill a squeeze there. But other than that, I mean, we'll see. But overall, good stuff there. Looks like we're having some good games. Also, we have Navarro taking on number 15, Navarro. I don't know how you say that, but I've heard it so many different ways. But or two different ways. They visit number 11, Trinity Valley, in a massive clash here. This would be a really, really good game. This is actually TVCC's Hall of Fame day. That's pretty cool. Here. So we'll see. Trinity Valley has a Hall of Fame day. Pretty sweet. And there you have
too.
It is homecoming too. I did not know that. So it's a lot of homecoming time, man. We're having some fun here. Independence looks like number 8 Garden City welcomes Independence to the Buster Barn. Garden City's offense is red hot after an 89-point explosion. So let's see how they'll look versus Independence. And that's really it. I mean, I guess we have another one, a D3 kind of clash here. Iowa Central. These guys, I mean, they're a D1 team in NJCAA. They'll be visiting College of DuPage, which is currently on pace to be a 5-time champion, which is insane. But yeah, College of DuPage is in a battle of powerhouse programs here in this. So let's see if this little D3 team can do this, man. But anyway, Teran, any comments, thoughts on those games there?
Well, I see that Tyler has Blinn College as their homecoming. I feel bad. I guess I should say that this is kind of the realm for like homecoming games. Like if you're a team that is going to be billed as the homecoming opponent, use that as motivation to try to knock off the opposing team and whatnot, just no matter what level it's on. And Iowa Central DuPage, that can kind of be a sneaky, interesting matchup. I just think Iowa Central is also kind of in that echelon right below Iowa Western. So other than that, I think that most of these matchups are going to be pretty darn good, if you ask me.
Agreed, man. So there's some NJCAA coming your way. Teran, let's transition on over to Division 3, man. Because D3 football, man, we talked about some crazy ones recently. Really excited, though, for some of these here today. Except for, like, this one. Number 1, North Central taking on Milliken. So these champs, I mean, they're just gonna roll, I'm sure. But can Milliken slow these guys down? I don't think so. But so that there you go. Or number 2, Mount Union taking on Wilmington. This is an OAC battle right here, and well, I'm positive another chance for Mount Union just to flex their muscle and just keep doing what they do. However, we should have some other fun ones. We had a couple ranked games there. Number 3, Johns Hopkins taking on number 17, Carnegie Mellon. This is a ranked clash here. Hopkins offense meets CMU's defense in a centennial thriller. What do you think? Do you think Johns Hopkins is just too strong for Carnegie Mellon? Or do you think that little team that was upsetting people in the tournament last year, Carnegie Mellon, can get this one done?
I think Johns Hopkins will get it done, but their offense is going to face probably their biggest challenge this year, especially against a defense like Carnegie Mellon. So give me Johns Hopkins, but in a close one.
Yeah, I would love for that to be a good game. I want it to be like upset alert territory. I'm almost positive no matter what, Johns Hopkins will win this game. But hey, man, you got to give it to Carnegie Mellon. And you know what? Again, Teran, this is all it takes. When again, we talked about this, before in the past, like these smaller teams, all it takes is one of these wins, and they're on the map now. And as long as they can maintain it, I mean, that's it. So, we'll see. But all right. So next up here on the docket, another good team here, another good matchup here. Number 6, Wisconsin Platteville, man. These guys are, this is one good football team. They'll be taking on, where is it at? There we go. Sorry. Number 14, Wisconsin River Falls. So huge WIAC clash. Plattsville looks to stay unbeaten. River Falls is hungry to rebound after last week's tough loss. Who do you got?
I'll take Wisconsin Platteville, but don't be surprised if River Falls does pull off the upset. I think these WIAC these WIAC games are going to be really a test for both these teams, if not all of these teams in the conference.
No, it's true. It's exciting to see because, I mean, again, man, right now, the WIAC is fun, man. The Wisconsin, I'm telling you, I mean, what other conference goes around the country beating Division II teams? You know, I
None.
mean, and NAIA teams, dude. Like, I'm telling you, Wisconsin is where it's at, man. These guys, these D3 teams, man. I don't know what they do. I don't know what's in the water over there, or their dairies. I don't know what's in the milk. I mean, I don't know, Terry. I don't know what's going on over there, dude. Yeah, I couldn't tell you because these teams, man. These guys are they remind me a lot of like how we talk about Olu. You know, like they will play anybody that's in front of them. They do not care. They don't care. They might get destroyed, but they're not going to back down. You know, and that's what I love, man. So we're gonna see some fun stuff today with those two when they play each other, man. These Wisconsin teams are amazing. So anyway, so let's go ahead and move it down here because I think obviously the big one today. I mean, I keep on saying that about a lot of these, but if I gotta name a big one, and I guess it's just because we've known Mary Hardin Baylor to be a stronger team, even though recently they haven't been too strong. But regardless, number 22, Mary Hardin Baylor at number 9, Hardin Simmons. This is a Texas heavyweight battle. It's a fiery one. It's always a good game, but I don't know, man. Mary Hardin Baylor seems to be losing their grip a little bit, man. Do they re-grip their clutch? Or does Hardin Simmons just finish these guys off and knock them out of the top 25? That's a very real question right there, right?
Man, this is it's always interesting and always a battle when both these teams face one another. You're right. Mary Hardin Baylor has kind of fallen. I wouldn't say fallen off the map. I mean, they're ranked, but it's just that they're not in that echelon with some of the other teams like North Central or Mount Union and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So. But that being said, I think they pull off the upset today. Call me crazy. I think they beat Hardin Simmons.
So the Crusaders, hold on.
Yes.
Teran is rolling with the crew, everybody. Teran is rolling with the crew. No, I agree, man. Don't get me wrong. Hardin Simmons is legit. But Teran, did Chapman not almost beat Hardin Simmons this year?
Right, yeah.
Look, they're human, right? They're beatable. They're a great team, but they're beatable. And
it's a rivalry game too. You never know.
It's a rivalry game. It's a damn good rivalry game. One of the best rivalry games we see in Division III every year. So, you know, you gotta love these Texas schools, man. That's a good one there. But that's huge. So obviously we got Oshkosh taking on Stout, number 11 Oshkosh taking on Wisconsin Stout. Another WIAC battle there. That's gonna be amazing. Number 12 McAllister taking on number 13 St. John's. St. John's aims to bounce back in front of their home crowd, so we'll see how that is. And then we get back into some more ranked on ranked, or at least we got one more. This is a fun one, Taryn. This is a West Coast battle here, if you will. Number 17 Pacific taking on number 24 Linfield out of Oregon. Linfield back in the poll and favored over Pacific, which is saying a lot. Darren, does Linfield win this thing at home, or does Pacific just say, we're sorry you thought you were a top 25 team. You may make your exit now.
I'll take Linfield fairly convincingly.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think Linfield's got it. I think Linfield's here to stay. They're a good football team, man. They are. They're solid. This team knows what's up, you know. So we'll see what happens today, but I'm almost positive that Linfield will come out of this one. Pacific, you know, they're good. Pacific is a good team, but I don't know. When it comes down to it, we'll see. So all right, there you have it, man. Good stuff there from Division III. Any other thoughts or anything there?
I want to see what Wheaton can do after their North Central loss. I mean, Illinois Wesleyan, I think they should bounce back, but if they have a North Central hangover, then maybe they could be subjected to an upset against Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah,
and Barry's also pretty dangerous at home as well. Is this Barry of Florida? The Barry Parrots?
Yes.
Okay, that's Florida. So Trinity, Texas might want to be careful here. They're undefeated, but Barry is a good home team, so keep an eye on that.
No, agreed. So solid there. Let's go ahead and keep it moving, man. But great stuff. As a matter of fact, Darren, you know what? Let's do this. Take ourselves a quick break. I had to fix my lighting in here really quick, but take ourselves a quick break. We'll come back, nail D2, NAIA, FCS, and FBS for the day, and then we are out of here. So again, thank you to everybody for tuning in, man. You guys are amazing. We appreciate you all. Let's show some love to our awesome sponsors and keep it pushing, man. So you are tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IA Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back. I got you. Oh, dang it. I was waiting. Okay, we're done. We'll be right back.
After this.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clinking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go. Welcome back to 3 and Out right here on IA Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm sorry, the coffee's not getting to me at all. Teran, you know how bad I want to do this one day and be like truthful? Lance up and talk about football?
Yes.
I just don't know if it's going to happen, Teran. I just don't know. I wish there was a football team, but I just don't know where they would play. CBU is surrounded by houses and stuff, so but it'd be cool. I would love that. Anyway, big ups to our awesome sponsors again. Vital Apparel, 15% off on your goodies. Get some great stuff over there, man. IESR, check out, support the battle for mental health, as well as IE Sports Radio and Planet Jerky. They got some pretty dang good jerky. Make sure you head on over to planetjerky.net. Show them some love. Give them a follow on Instagram, Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, man. The jerky that's on a whole other planet. As well as give us a follow all over the place. Actually, we're not all over the place. X, TikTok, YouTube. Like, subscribe, share. Really, we're on TikTok now. It's kind of where we are, and it's kind of nice. We're getting some, some good stuff there, so we're keeping it pushing. You'll see clips like these on the air or on TikTok. So check us out. Show us some love, and we appreciate you all very much. And there you have it. So, all right, Teran, we just left off going into Division 2. And by the way, can you hear my fan? Hopefully you don't hear my fan. No? Okay, because it's...
Doesn't sound like it.
Okay, thank you, because it's freaking hot in here. So I wanted to make sure I get the fan on there. So Division 2 football. All right, man. Well, as I said in the introduction, Ferris State is just kind of doing Ferris State things. I mean, this team has just continued to be the cream of the crop in Division II, and Teran, nobody is taking that away from them right now. I am not quite sure if good old Wayne State will do that, but the Bulldogs aim to stay unbeaten on the road, and I'm almost positive they're going to do that. So there you go. Also, Harding, number 2 Harding, already moved to 6-0 after 35 35-7 victory over Southeastern Oklahoma on Thursday. So yeah, these guys are rolling. We're looking at some of the top teams in Division II, just kind of moving through their schedule right now, especially if with unranked opponents, some of them. But moving forward, we got number 3 Kutztown. They host Lock Haven. And these guys, the Golden Bears look to stay perfect at home. They're looking strong. UT Permian Basin. Now, this should be a good game. Number 4, UT Permian Basin taking on number 15, Central Washington. It's a top 15 showdown in Texas. This, to me, has the makings of a solid football game. But, Teran, I just don't see Permian Basin losing this one at all.
Yeah, I want to see what UT Permian Basin can do as a top 4 team. But Central Washington will battle them, but I think Permian Basin will get the win.
Yeah, I'm almost like positive with this one. So, yeah. So anyway, what the heck is going on with my computer? Okay, now it's acting right. Okay, that was weird, but yes, agreed. All right. So, and then of course, other than that, I mean, Teran, we don't really have too many other biggies here. I mean, I guess you can say number 7 Pittsburgh and Washburn. Can the Gorillas keep their momentum after last week's win? Dude, Pittsburgh State has proven themselves, I think, to be a team that's going to go pretty far in the tournament this year. I don't know what you think, but I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to be. But other than that, dude, honestly, Division II this week doesn't really have anything. There's just a bunch of teams who are more than likely just going to beat the team they're facing in that top 25. I mean, Grand Valley, they're hosting Northern Michigan. I'm sure they're gonna bounce back under the lights tonight. You have number 9 Minnesota State. I'm pretty sure the Mavericks are going to take down Duluth. They're going to take down Winona State. Duluth, they're taking on Northern State. They're probably going to be 7-0 today. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't see a lot of these. I don't know. I mean, I guess if there could be an upset, I don't know where it would be, but I'm just continuing to say that I'm almost sure that all the teams that should win today will win.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the only possible upset would probably be Permian Basin, Central Washington, and that's because maybe Permian Basin gets too big for their britches, thinking that they're a top 4 team, and then they overlook Central Washington. But we'll have to wait and see. I think you're right, though. I think we could be seeing a lot of these teams most likely win and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess, again, I'm not really... D2 this week is kind of a little bit of a snoozer, but it's okay. I mean, you'll never know. I mean, sometimes we say that, Teran, and we get like 4 or 5 upsets, and we're like, holy crap. Which is pretty
cool.
You
play the game.
That's why you play the game. But overall, I mean, I don't really see, like I said, I don't really see too much here. I guess I can just kind of go over them briefly. But so number 12, Augustana, they're going to be taking on Concordia State. St. Paul. Actually, sorry, Concordia, St. Paul. The Vikings try to stay undefeated, which I'm sure that they will. We have here Grand Valley, as I just talked about right now. Lakers looking good here. I'm almost positive they're going to get it. Number 14, West Alabama. They're not going to win or lose this week because they're actually going to bye after a 5-0 start. But unless you're USC and you somehow lose on your bye, but that's the only team that can.
Or
do
UCLA and you're on your bye.
Oh my gosh, UCLA lost somehow. Somehow they lost in freaking the spring game. I don't know what that UCLA, man. They're not even playing right now and they're losing. Like, how did that happen? Like.
Yes.
And then they knock off Penn State.
Plot twist.
And that is a huge one there. But anyway, so yeah, California, a team that's been pretty hot, man. California, University of Pennsylvania. These guys have actually looked pretty good, man. The Vulcans look to bounce back after their first loss. I know they suffered a tough one last week, but I'm almost sure that this team isn't going to go. They're not going to fall, man. This is a team who's built pretty strong. So almost positive that might be their only loss of the regular season. We'll see. But overall, they look pretty good. Fort Hays, they're taking on Central Oklahoma. So can the Tigers win on the road again? We'll see. Findlay, they host Hillsdale, number 21 Findlay. The Oilers aim to stay at perfect 5-0. I mean, again, Teran, we're just looking at a bunch of teams who are looking to either stay perfect or bounce back from a loss last week that they took from either a ranked team or an upset. So, the goal is just don't tumble anymore, and that's really it. I look forward to seeing if there are any upsets, because those are always fun. And then we'll talk about those briefly on tomorrow's show. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I guess a fun one to kind of speak about really quick. Number 24, Emory and Henry. They're taking on Mars Hill as the Wasps try to keep momentum after entering the top 25. Let's see. It's always fun to talk about those teams that are lower in the 20s. So that way, can they stay? Will they stay? And also Delta State. They have a bye week as well. They're 5-1. So there is Division 2 for you. And yeah, not really much. So anything to add for D2, Teran?
Mars Hill could possibly take down Emory and Henry just because, Emory and Henry now as a top 25 team. Mars Hill, they're actually a solid team. I just don't know if they'll be able to stack up with a ranked team, but I give Mars Hill the best chance of pulling off an upset and whatnot. So, and then I guess we should mention last week where Hope beat Trine 55-35. Did Trine get a first place vote in terms of possibly being ranked?
Turn. One day. We got to play that clip.
I think I still have it.
We have to have that clip.
Dig it up.
Well, that was one of the best. Oh my gosh, that was great. Yeah. Well, sometimes you have friends. Somebody had a friend. That's all there is to it. So anyway, all right, Darren. Well, let's go and move on to the NAIA because it's another snooze fest too here. Number one, Grandview, the Vikings, the defending champions, they're still number one, man. But because of a bye before Thursday, they're taking on Peru State next week. But yeah, they're idle today. Benedictine, they have a bye. Number 4, Morningside will be taking on Dakota Westland, which I'm sure won't be a much of a challenge here again. I mean, we're at the point in the season right now where we're going to either get some upsets or we're just going to see the league games, in the thick of the season. You're just going to see some, all right, well, you're in autopilot mode, right, Teran? That's a good way to put it. You're in autopilot mode where you're in routine. You wake up in the morning, you go lift or practice or do what you do. You go to class, you take care of your stuff, you eat, you maybe take a nap, you go to practice again, you practice, you go home, back to your dorm or whatever. You wake up, you do it over again, and then you go on Saturday and you win. Right? I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of right now, you're just so far in, or you lose, depending on, but that's where you are right now. Because I know, dude, in the season, there's just some points where you're just yeah, screw it. I mean, you're just kind of moving. That every single day at 6 a.m, you're in the weight room. You don't even think about it. You're in the weight room. You're at 9 o'clock. You're in class. You're eating breakfast at 11. At 1 o'clock, you're getting training. You're in the trainer's office getting therapy. You know what I mean? It's so routine right now where it's just sometimes, dude, a week or two goes by and you're like, oh, hey, we won 2 games. We're 2-1 in these last 3 weeks. I mean, it's just you get so routine. So right now, I feel like that's what's happening a lot right now. We're just we're in October. Some teams are facing some strong opponents. Some teams aren't. And you're kind of just in that. You don't overlook anybody, but, you go out there, you play each game, and you're just in that mode where, okay, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to have good practices, and we're going to go see what happens on Saturday. And, like I say, it's just autopilot, though. There's no more thinking really involved. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced that out there playing ball or anything, but it's just I don't know. It's just that feeling. It's just that thing where you're just doing. It's like going to work every day. You're just doing.
Yep, you're that primary worker. Show up, punch in, do your job, and then punch out.
That's it.
Work your 9 to 5.
That's it. Like Dolly. Like Dolly said, right? I mean, that's it, Terrence. So at this point in time, like this point in the season, you're just kind of there. And November comes, and now we start getting a little different. Work gets a little harder, and before you know it, here come the playoffs, and now it's win or lose. And that's it. It's always been win or lose, but this time a loss will end your season. So right now we're in that swing, and we'll see where everybody is. But in the NAIA, man, like I said, we don't really got a lot. We have I guess a fun game could be number 7 Montana Tech. They're traveling to Montana State Northern. They're going to try to stay perfect in the Frontier East, which Frontier is amazing, man. So Diggers Eye, a 7-0 start, which is amazing. Dort, they're taking on Waldorf for homecoming week. So the Defenders aim to remain unbeaten. Pretty fun stuff there. We have here, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I look at all these games and I'm like, but I don't know. I don't really see it. I don't really see any of these games that look like fun, Albion Nazarene, Illinois, they're hosting Defiance of Ohio for homecoming. The Tigers return to the top 25 to look to make a statement here. Number 25, St. Francis, Illinois, they're taking on Madonna, Michigan. The Cougars return to the rankings here to aim to keep climbing up. I mean, I don't know. But Grandview, Benedictine, Friends out of Kansas, Campbellsville, Kentucky, number 10. Indiana Wesleyan, currently number 15. Number 16, Southwestern, Kansas. Number 21, McPherson, Kansas. Number 22, College of Idaho. And number 23, Mid-American Nazarene. They're all on bye weeks, dude. So, at this point in time, you're like, yeah, but any of those games look fun to you?
Yeah, I think a majority of those games should be fun. I want to say maybe Morningside, Dakota Wiseland would be a good one. Trying to find something that's going to really appeal. Maybe Kaiser and Florida Memorial in a nice little in-state battle. So I think those two kind of stand out to me.
No, I agree. Those look like some fun ones, man. A couple that I wanted to make note of, because these are always fun to talk about. The cross games, right? The cross, what do you call them? Cross division, if you will, or
crossovers.
Some other crossovers. Yeah. We do have a couple of those this week. We have let's see, who do we have? I thought we had a few of those. Reinhardt, they'll host Kentucky Christian in a homecoming matchup here. I think we have Nelson, Texas, taking on Oklahoma Panhandle in Texas Showdown. We have Arizona. I think this is actually a true one. Arizona Christian hosts Oregon, Eastern Oregon, in a cross division battle here. I think that's D2 and a NAIA. And then, this is a fun one. Southern Oregon taking on Simpson, California, to close out the Frontier crossover play. So yeah, that's Division 2. So that should be fun. We got a couple goodies here, man. We got some fun ones here. But other than that, that's really it. Again, NAIA right now is kind of in that point where, again, we're just playing league play, and clearly some of these teams are further out of other people's leagues. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. Right now, we're playing those games. So there you have it. So anything else for NAIA, Teran?
I think that's it for NAIA this week. I think we've pretty much touched upon everything and all the notable teams and matchups.
Okay, well then let's head on over to the FCS, man, because the FCS, I mean, this is, I don't know. Some of these are just, the FCS, we need something different here, because all you're getting is cupcakes or a few ranked on ranks. I don't know what it is with the FCS, dude. Like, I love the FCS, but at the same exact time, I don't know. The FCS, it could be weird sometimes. I don't know what to say. Like today, number 1, North Dakota State taking on Southern Illinois. This is the top 10 defense meeting the Bison machine in the Fargo Dome. Okay, so can Southern Illinois slow the ground gameplay, or does North Dakota roll to 6-0? Teran, we know the answer to that one, right? I mean, I'm almost positive North Dakota State's just going to run away with it. I mean, right? I mean, I feel like the FCS is so predictable, man.
Yeah, I don't see North Dakota wavering in this matchup.
No, I just don't. I don't. It doesn't look. I don't know. There's something weird here. Something very weird. So, we have here. Where are we at? I mean, South Dakota State takes on Northern Iowa. Classic MFFC testing in the bookings here. Does Northern Iowa's front, disrupt the Jacks, or does South Dakota State's balance keep hunting or keep humming? Sorry. I don't know. I mean, I'm almost positive the Jacks are going to run away with this one. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It doesn't get into, I mean, I guess this one looks like fun. We have Tarleton State and Utah Tech, and also Montana taking on Cal Poly. Does Cal Poly have even a slightest little sliver of hope?
Well, they played Davis tough last time around. I think they can. I think maybe they have a chance against Montana. Maybe, just maybe. But they're going to need to play that same football they did against Davis. And that one's going to be at Montana, right? Or is it in SLO?
That one's going to be, I believe it's in Montana.
Then Montana, I could see Montana winning, but maybe Cal Poly keeps it close. I think the only reason why Davis and Cal Poly was close was because Cal Poly didn't have to go too far. They just had a short flight and whatnot, and maybe a long bus ride or whatnot. Either way, I just think Montana should take down Cal Poly, but I think Cal Poly can keep it close, especially with how battle tested they are.
I totally agree, man. So we're in for some decent ones, I guess, today. That one looks like it could be fun, but other than that, I don't see anything else, dude. I really don't. I don't see anything else. I mean, okay, if number 9 somehow defeats number 1, we'll see. But other than that, I just don't see it. I mean, North Dakota, the Hawks taking on Youngstown State. I mean, that could be cool, but I don't know, man. I mean, okay, North NAU, number 15 NAU taking on number 6 UC Davis. That could be cool. But I mean, I don't know. Other than that, it's kind of crazy. Like, I felt like FCS is just really predictable. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how I feel with the FCS right now. Is that fair or no?
Yeah, I think it's fair.
I mean, it'd be cool to see some, some change ups here and everything, but I don't know. I guess kind of, but anything you like this week in the FCS?
Nothing that really sticks out at me too much. Let me just take a look here, but I don't think anything just ultimately like sticks out to me.
No, I'm with you. It just kind of seems.
I think it might be a little bit one of those sleepy weeks.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're in some of those for some of these, but then again, I don't know. I feel like the FCS, we're either saying, "Oh, this is gonna be the game. This is gonna be the best game ever. This is gonna be fun," and then before you know, we get to the playoffs, and we're just kind of hoping that somebody knocks off the Bison and the Jacks, and then
maybe Alabama State, Jackson State. That could be a good one.
That could be, but I don't know. I just feel like every single week we do that, and then we just kind of like. Oh, look who won. And then, before you know it, we're in the tournament. And then it's North Dakota State, South Dakota State,
maybe
somewhere.
NAU Davis, UC Davis.
Yeah, I could see that too. Possibly. But again, I don't know. So FCS, fun, good, but let's see if we get any shakeups this week. But we'll see. I don't know, Teran. Is it fair to say, can we stop like a lot of the crossover games?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, they're cool and all, but I just felt like I don't know. The FBS just beating up on the FCS. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It makes it not fun. Like it really does. Like it. Because and then we get into this point of the season, and it's like, all right, well, then we just kind of don't get a lot. I don't know. The FCS is cool. I really do like it a lot. I always enjoy it, but I guess we shouldn't. I wish we had more games that were focused on FCS, ranked on ranked, and than having to deal with all these damn cupcake games. for the bigger schools. I really, really, really hope that happens one day, but it probably won't. Regardless, there you go. I don't know with NIL money and all this crap happening. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I believe they should get paid, yes, but at the end of the day, it's like sometimes it gets a little too crazy, and money gets a little too big here. So transfer portal, NIL, schools making tons of money, cupcake games. I mean, it all points to money, Teran. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
So at the same exact time, it's what funds the game we love. So there you have it. So I don't know, but anyway, there you go for today. Some decent little games there. I do feel that. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. The Jacks, I like a lot. I love this one a lot, man. UC Davis and NAU, that could be a lot of fun. Number 16, again, that was who was that again? That was number. Let me go back up there really quick.
Davis is 7, right?
Davis is 7. And UC Davis is 16. So, or 6. Sorry, UC Davis is 6. So
Yeah.
6 versus 16. That could actually be pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, that definitely has a good little matchup right there. That's a definitely good little matchup, especially since NAU isn't too far from Davis.
Oh, I know, right? This could be pretty neat. I don't know. That's a fun one. So we'll see, basically big sky, a big sky test here. Northern Arizona's downfield attack versus the Aggies' surging defense, who's really solid, So I don't know, who you got?
I'll take Davis. I think Davis, coming off of that tough win on the road, I think they have the home field advantage. I think they'll take down NAU.
Dude, I am so for it. It should be fun, man. Let's do it. Let's see what happens today. Switching on over to the FBS, man. All right, so FBS. I mean, what do you say? It's been fun this year, right? For the most part. And our top 25, it's been jumping around here, there, and everywhere. And I think a lot of games we've come to realize, yeah, well, this is what should have happened. Again, we get a lot of the teams that should have won, right? Should have won this game, should have won that game, and they pulled it off. But of course, let's take a quick look here at that top 25 as we I haven't really done that this show, sorry. But obviously right now, Ohio State's still holding it down. Currently number 1, then we got Miami, Oregon, Illinois, and Texas A&M. Then we got Oklahoma, Indiana, Alabama, Texas Tech, in Georgia. After that, we got LSU, Tennessee, Georgia Tech, Missouri, Michigan, Notre Dame, Illinois, BYU, Virginia, and then Vanderbilt at 20, and then Arizona State, Iowa State. Memphis is creeping their way in, man. 6-0 for the Tigers in their really cool uniforms. You have South Florida and then Florida State, who's fallen to 25. So there you have it. And, well, we already had some Friday night games, I believe. I'm sure we did. I'm positive we did. We did. All right. Want to make sure we did. But yeah, yesterday we had some of those Friday games as the slate right now is currently underway for Saturday. But we had some Thursday games as well. Kennesaw State defeating La Tech, Tulane over East Carolina. We have here Jackson State over Sam Houston in a really close one there. Poor Sam Houston nearly got their first win of the year, but now they're 0-6. Tough go. And then Southern Miss over at Georgia Southern. And then on Friday, we had number 24, South Florida. They started out massive. They're still 5-1. I mean, they defeated a really solid North Texas Mean Green team, 63-36. And then, of course, Washington knocking off Rutgers and Colorado State defeating Fresno State, which to me was a pretty big shocker because Fresno State was 5-1 at the time. Now they're 5-2. And Colorado State gets their second victory of the year, and it's even crazier to see how they got it, 49-21 at home. So pretty crazy games on last night on Friday night. So there you have it. Now, moving on over to today. Well, let's take a look. First things first, any comments on those games we just talked about, Teran, from Thursday or Friday?
Well, Washington just continues to do well at home. I don't think that loss to Ohio State really defined them because they actually had one of the longer home winning streaks along with Georgia before losing to Ohio State. But Washington beating Rutgers is not a big surprise right there. Colorado State beating Fresno State is a surprise just because Fresno State was having a decent season until they had that loss. South Florida really tore North Texas apart. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And Tulane is looking sneaky good, even though they haven't really beaten anyone of significance.
No, it's true. It is totally true. So there you have it. Some games there from this past week. But Terry, let's get into some games for today, man, because we do have some fun ones. Some of them I don't want to talk about. Actually, there's just one I don't want to talk about, but we'll talk about it anyway. Other than that, let's get on into some of these goodies for today. Number 1, Ohio State taking on number 17, Illinois, the Buckeyes. Front versus Altmaier's Big Shots in Champaign. Trap alert vibes, Teran? No?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Yeah, it's 10-0 right now. So, I mean, the Buckeyes are looking strong.
Illinois is decent, but when they face the true stiff competition, they just turn into a statue.
They do. Statues happen, Teran. Statues happen. So, next up here, Alabama, number 8, Alabama, number 14, Mizzou. Tide pressure versus Mizzou's workhorse Hardy. What do you think, man?
I think Bama will take it. I think Bama is keeping their momentum going. They took down not one but 2 straight ranked opponents, being Vanderbilt last week and then Georgia the previous week. So give me the Crimson Tide.
No, agreed. Totally agreed. I think that would be pretty solid here. Next up, we got, let's see, we're just going over the big ones for today. So UCLA and Michigan State. Bruins tried to stack momentum. Spartans went, they've had an odd season, but they want to get that Big Ten reset at home. Do they get it?
I was going to pick I think Michigan State will win. I mean, I know UCLA is actually winning, surprisingly, but
yeah.
I feel this is an early kickoff time. I think Michigan State should be able to handle UCLA. I mean, I'm hoping for Aiden Childs' sake, he can have a masterclass performance.
Should be. That'd be pretty sweet, right? It would be pretty cool. Next up, we got here, let's see, any other interesting game? We do. Stanford. Stanford and SMU. The Trees secondary versus the Mustangs, Tempo and Dallas, man. Track meet potential for this one. What do you think?
I think SMU should win this one.
I'd put that one in there for laughs, Teran. I mean, that's, we've been bagging on Stanford all year. So, yeah. I'm sure SMU is just going to run away. I mean, I'm positive. Let's see here. Houston and Oklahoma State. Cougs bounce. They have a pretty strong balance, but Pokes Pride game in Stillwater. These guys look good. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's going to be a nice little Texas-Oklahoma battle.
I'll take Oklahoma State. I think that one will come down to the wire, but give me the Pokes.
I am totally with you on that, man. Let's see here. Louisiana and James Madison. Duke's defense at home. Cajuns must finish drives. That's a big thing I've been seeing with the Cajuns this year.
I will take James Madison. I think I trust them a little more than Louisiana.
No, I agree with that one. I totally agree. Charlotte and Army. Knights clock control versus the 49ers shot plays. What do you think?
I'll take Army. I think they're more competent than Charlotte.
Yeah, I am with you. So, again, I'm just going to speed through some of the other ones. Let's get to the bigger ones. Sorry. I was having fun putting those up. But Washington State at number 4, Ole Miss. Rebels should roll, but Cougs can sling it if it gets weird. Teran, does it get weird?
Yeah, give me Ole Miss.
He said, no, that's not happening today. I'm sorry. All righty. Let's see here. Okay, now this one, obviously, we got to, kind of change gears on this one, because obviously we do have should I save this one for last? Maybe not, but we do have our Saturday night football game coming up today, which, you know what, let me save it, because obviously that's I don't know, it's kind of funny. I feel like Saturday night football, it's not Saturday night football tonight. Now it's Saturday afternoon, obviously, with the Red Bull rivalry, but we do have 2 that I'll save till the end. But number 7, Indiana at number 3, Oregon. Autzen and Buzz. Hoosiers breakout versus Ducks complete machine. Who wins it?
Oh man, this one I think should have been on prime time, but I'll take Oregon just to be safe. I think Oregon can inch out the win over Indiana. Don't get me wrong, Indiana, what they've done is great. Everyone everyone, including myself, thought they were going to take a step back, but I think Oregon is just going to be too much for them, especially playing in a different time zone and playing in Autzen Stadium.
Agreed. Totally agreed. So let's see here. NC State and Notre Dame. Does the Irish get this one done? If the Irish fall to another opponent they probably should have beat?
Notre Dame should get this one done.
I'm sorry, I had to throw that one. Another comic relief one there. Let's see. Moving forward, any other ones before we get to the good ones? Or to the bigger ones of the day. I guess Arkansas, number 12, Tennessee. Vols passing game is humming right now. The Hogs need quarterback runs to shorten it up. I mean, I don't know. This is a kind of an awkward one as well, but I'm almost positive the Vols will run away. But does Arkansas have a chance?
No, I got Tennessee winning this one. Tennessee will turn Arkansas into pigs in a blanket.
Poor pigs in a blanket. Poor things. Iowa. Good old Iowa and Wisconsin. It's a Big Ten field position battle duel here at Camp Randall. Who are you taking?
Oh, man. See, I want to say Iowa can maybe win this one with defense, but I feel this one could be a shootout just because maybe Wisconsin has the offense. But this year in Iowa's wins, they actually have decided to put up some pretty decent numbers. But I think I'll take Iowa just in case. I think Iowa's defense will win it for me. I know Wisconsin fans are definitely licking their lips when it comes to this matchup.
No, totally, man. Okay, let's see here. How about this one looks fun. South Carolina at number 11, LSU. Death Valley at night. Nussmeier to Durham on repeat. What?
Yeah, if this game's being played at night, LSU wins this one fairly easily.
Number 18, BYU at Arizona. Cougs balance at what's his name? Fifita's?
Noah Fifita.
Fifita's flamethrower in Tucson. What do you got?
Oh man, this one actually might be a little tricky just because you know what? Give me Arizona. I think Arizona gets it done. I don't think BYU has beaten anyone of significance. And I trust Noah Fifita more because look at who BYU has beaten. Portland State, Stanford, East Carolina, Colorado, and West Virginia. I don't think they've beaten anyone of too much significance. So give me Arizona.
Nope, I am totally with you on that one. Yes, Arizona. New Mexico at Boise. This is a funny one. I'm sorry. Smurf turf test. Do the Lobos do anything at Albertsons Field?
Boise State's going to win at the Smurf turf.
Poor Lobos. You're not even giving the Lobos a little chance?
Nope.
Well, there you go. San Diego State, Nevada. The Aztecs lean on Sutton. Pack must create explosiveness. I agree. Does San Diego State come out of this thing with a win?
Yeah, San Diego State should win. It's either that they're going to be flashy and offensive or they're going to be grindy and defensive. Either way, I think San Diego State will win and get ever so close to being bowl game eligible.
I'm with you. Purdue at Minnesota, Boiler Games air, Gophers grind. That's actually a fun game to me.
Yeah, that one's a sneaky good game right there. I think I'll take Minnesota.
Me too. Even though the Boilermakers they can win this one, but
they have the offense. It's just that they always seem to get in their own way.
I do. A late one here, Island nightcap, if you will. Barnes dealing. Does the Utah State Aggies take out Hawaii, or do the Rainbow Warriors win this one at home?
I'll take the Bows. I think the Bows will take it. They'll take this one in a close one.
They look good, but I will see. That should be a good one too. I'll go the same thing. So, all right, Teran, we got two big ones to get to, but obviously, other than those ones, which of course is the Red River rivalry coming on up against a little bit, and of course, Auburn and Georgia. Any other ones? I think Florida and Texas A&M might be a fun one, right? Gators.
Yeah, I mean, Texas A&M is going to get a little bit of a test because Florida does play some darn good defense, but I think the Aggies pull out the win.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're no Texas.
Yeah, no, they're not. So, any other games you want to throw out there? I mean, we got San Jose State and Wyoming going head-to-head today. We got, I don't know. There's a couple other ones that I guess are notable. There's a whole bunch, obviously.
Maybe Texas Tech, Kansas? That can be a sneaky good game.
That could be. That definitely could be.
Or Georgia Auburn, even though I think Auburn's a little more fraudulent than normal.
That's the game. That's one of the games of the week. So hey, let's just get into that.
Never mind.
Okay. Well,
Just forget what I just said.
Clemson and Boston College could be also another fun game as well. Rice, UTSA.
That's going to be a stinky matchup. But if there's ever a game for Clemson to win, they got to win that. So.
Clemson just fell off. So yeah, we'll see. But all right, man. So let's get on into these ones here. Our last couple games of the day here. And here it is, man. The Red River rivalry. This is the Cotton Bowl. This is the game. Number 6 Oklahoma taking on Texas. Obviously, Red River Spice. Sooners balance versus Horns response, man. I mean, this has been a fun game. It's always been a fun game. It'll always be a fun game. Texas no longer in the top 25. Oklahoma, who was completely falling out of it last year, well, they're well in it now. I don't know, Teran. I mean, this is a rivalry game. It's one of the nastiest rivalry games we see all year long. I don't know. This one has. You could never be sure with this game. What do you got?
Oklahoma should take this one. I mean, Texas. I mean, Arch Manning has not been impressive to me as of this season. So it seems like whenever Texas plays a big boy team, they just freeze up. So give me the Sooners.
Yeah, Boomer Sooner in this one for me. But I'm telling you, man, watch Texas turn it on in this game. I mean, this is the game to do it in, right? I mean, this is that game. So and then of course Saturday Night Football, the one number 10 Georgia at Auburn. Some of these games are questionable. I know it's TV deals and everything, but Jordan are chaos factor, man. So dogs favored, but will War Eagle make this something to watch?
I gotta go with Georgia just to be safe. I think Georgia's defense will win it, and they know they gotta start picking up some more steam if they still want to be part of the SEC championship. So give me the Bulldogs over Auburn.
I'm with you, Darren. All right, well, short and sweet here, and this should be a fun one. Back to the NFL because tomorrow we got ourselves a nice little London game, if you will. Tomorrow, bright and early. And let's get on over to it, man. So tomorrow, starting things off, well, not starting off week 6, but in week 6, we have another London game, the 3-2 Broncos versus the 0-5 Jets. Teran, is this number one thing? Is it even worth it to even talk about this game? But okay, here it is. I guess we are going to talk about it. We are. So what do you think, man? I mean, overall, look, the Broncos have had some success. Okay, the Broncos, I'm not like saying this is a horrible game. I'm just saying that, it's not, I don't know. To me, if you don't want to wake up and watch this one, I don't blame you. But the Broncos are 3-2. They head across the pond to face the New York Jets at 0-5 in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And Denver stays hot off 2 wins straight, including a gritty 21-17 upset of Philadelphia. And Bo Nix is settling in nicely, man. He has over 1,100 yards now, 8 touchdowns, while J.K. Dobbins leads a balanced offense. And the Broncos defense, powered by Nick Bonito, 7 sacks, Singleton, 44 tackles. They look to feast on a struggling Jets line. The Jets, meanwhile, are searching for their first win under Justin Fields, who has shown flashes but hasn't found consistency. Garrett Wilson remains a bright spot with 382 yards and 4 touchdowns, but New York's offense has sputtered late in games and they just kind of suck. So expect Denver to try to control the tempo early, but London games always bring chaos. Can the Jets finally break through overseas? Teran, talk to us.
No, I think Denver's going to win this one. It feels like these two teams play each other every single year, but I'm going to take the Broncos. They're actually playing a whole lot better. I mean, I know they beat the Bengals and the struggling Eagles, but the Broncos are just playing some darn good football. The only thing I will say is that this could be a disappointing factor, or this could be a letdown spot for the Broncos just because they're coming off of a big win over the Super Bowl champs. And this could be kind of one of those letdown games because they have to go internationally. But I just don't see Denver losing to the Jets.
And with that said, we're cueing the music. But I'll tell you, whoops, as I jack up the music right there at the end, my apologies. All right, Teran. You know what? Let's re-cue the music because this is the outro today. Let's cue it. Let's get on out of here. Teran, There's one game we haven't talked about. And I'm glad you put the hat on for it. I don't know if I'm saving the best or the worst for last year, but USC has kicked us in the nuts several times this year. And it was just once, actually, but it felt like how you said it. They lost one game, and it feels like they've had 5 losses. Our beloved USC Trojans taking on Michigan today. My gosh. USC's 4-1, unranked. Michigan at 4-1, ranked. I don't know, Teran. I don't even know what to say about this game. We're in LA. If USC wins today, what happens? If they lose, obviously, there's all kinds of obvious things that'll happen. What are your thoughts on this game?
USC is winning this one. Michigan, the last time they played USC in Southern California, USC won. That's been the case the last 3 times these two teams have played each other in SoCal. I know Michigan is a good run-heavy team. I'm certain USC, after their bye, is going to look good. We are going to get a masterclass performance from Jaden Mayava. Michigan is no longer hiding in the big house. They got to come down to the Coliseum. Give me USC. Easy, easy, easy. USC finds a way.
Let's do it. I'm hoping and praying. But SC has done. I know they're 4-1, but I just feel like it's been a season of disappointments already, and it's sad to say that. But that's college football for you, right? I mean, you feel you take one lick, and that feels like that's your season. They're still around. They're still I mean, college football playoff. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that's looking right now. But one week at a time. SC have the team to do it. I believe they can pull it off, but my gosh, if they lose this game, I mean, SC, you want to talk about over. So, I don't know. But today, let's see, positive vibes. We're going to try. This is going to be a fun game. I really hope it is, because obviously this is our team. We love these guys, but unfortunately, it's just not been the best season. And again, I know it's just 4-1, but you got to expect a lot out of these teams. You have to. Early on, because if you don't, I mean, your chances just go. So anyway, Teran, there you have it. All done for today. Great show. Thank you, sir. Any last comments? Anything you want to say?
No. I mean, I'm still riding with USC. I am confident in them. Don't let me down, USC. Just please don't.
Spot on, SC, man. So over 600 viewers today. Appreciate you all for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you all. For Teran Rodriguez from your boy Larry B. We will see you tomorrow after all the NFL action. And that is that. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.
Peace.
Peace.